This is a question from Telusier LaSalle, and they're asking, what role should the federal government play in rural sustainability? What changes are needed for the federal government to play this role?
How long have you got? Well, David Douglas just edited a book, Nelson Canada Education published, on rural planning and development in Canada. I have a chapter in there on rural policy. So read that first, then read Remote Control. The federal government, I think, has a lot of people and programs trying to do the right things. I think poor old Paul Martin, with the cities and communities agenda, was trying to do the right thing, and the gas tax initiative, was trying to do the right thing. The provincial governments, for the most part, are the biggest impediment to sub-provincial decentralization, because they're closer to the action, and provincial politicians are elected from their districts. So I'm representing this region, and they see a stronger capacity in the region as a threat, especially when, and I've seen the enemy, and it is us, the electorate continues to go to them saying, if we vote for you, you'll pave our roads, right? And so we're in this vicious circle of the provincial governments refusing to devolve power because we're only responding to what they want. I think the federal government should take and I think the Community Futures program has been a fantastic program that continues to work across the country. I think the Rural Secretariat is an effort to help continue to cut across the silos, pardon the pun, but it doesn't make sense, in my opinion, to be in the Department of Agriculture, Agri-Food Canada. In Newfoundland and Labrador, it's a central agency, and they're taking on a much more explicit role of being a facilitator, coordinator of dialogue, and that's soft power. They don't have big budgets like the Economic Development Departments, Resource Departments, but maybe that's the best mechanism the federal government can use, in addition to they've got to get their sector departments realizing that human beings live their lives in regions where the sectors have to be integrated. And there's a lot of talk about horizontal policy integration and so on, but the rule by auditor continues to hold the deputy minister and the ADMs and the directors responsible for their programs, and it's much easier to police that than it is the interdepartmental horizontal strategy stuff. So part of it is improving public administration. Part of it is getting the sector specialists out more often and realizing that agriculture doesn't equal rural anymore in most cases. Fishery doesn't equal rural in Newfoundland to the degree it did anymore. But I think the federal government needs to work with the provinces and help their capacity building and awareness that if you truly want to achieve your mandates, we need more capacity at the regional and local level.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Rob. And I want to thank everyone for joining us. And thanks for a great presentation. Thanks for great questions, both from here and from other folks who are in other environs. So have a great weekend, and thanks again.
Thanks a lot.